What up, what up? Top of the morning.
A history-making moment in the Middle East. Tearful reunions and jubilant celebrations. Hamas releasing the final 20 surviving hostages after more than 2 years in captivity.
Yeah.
Israel releasing nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners in exchange. It was the U.S.-brokered ceasefire, with President Trump rightfully taking credit. In Israel, speaking to Parliament, and in Egypt, with leaders from around the globe as they push for a lasting peace in the region. ABC News Chief International Correspondent James Longman joins us now from Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt.
Hi, Juju. It was an extraordinary day today to see Donald Trump convening this huge group of Arab and Muslim leaders and leaders of some of the most powerful countries on earth to decide what the next steps will be in this journey towards peace. Now, there's a ceasefire in place, but quite what the future of the Middle East looks like, that is in the hands of these men. Who will force Hamas to disarm? How will that happen? What will be the mechanism? Who will govern?
Is he coming back today?
Who will rebuild it? Who will
When does he come back so we can actually see?
Be part of this international stabilization force, which Donald Trump calls for in his 20-point plan. And most importantly, perhaps, are there going to be conversations about the ongoing occupation and the possibility of a future Palestinian state? A start today of a very long journey. Juju?
James, thank you.
Yeah, big love. Top of the morning, Lush. I didn't know if that was you or somebody else. Yeah, I'm just doom scrolling today. I ain't got no topics. What do we need to know?
Lil Durk's federal case just hit a whole new level of chaos. So authorities are now requesting an anonymous jury after alleged threats against a judge and prosecutor. Prosecutors say the rapper tried to destroy an Apple Watch in jail to cover his tracks, and he's now being accused of allegedly taking out hits on his own O-Block associates. With his trial currently set for January, the stakes could
Fucking Durk's a demon, huh?
Be higher. We are going to break down all the latest updates in this case.
He's probably just sitting in jail all pissed off too, trying to take everybody out.
Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. All right, the Lil Durk case just took another wild turn, maybe series of turns is the best way to explain it. So federal prosecutors are now saying that the Chicago rapper, A, ordered hits on his own O-Block associates for failing to retaliate after the death of a fellow artist, King Von. They are pushing for an anonymous jury, claiming that threats have already been made against both the judge and...
Bro, I bet you every time someone commented or said slide for Von, it just pissed them off just a little bit more. Just a little bit more every time someone mentioned it.
A prosecutor, and you add in the fact that Durk was allegedly caught with an Apple Watch in jail and tried to destroy it. So this case is now
Should've just ate the fucker.
Right? What is going on here? How do we break it down? How did we get here? We're going to rewind for a second before we break down the new updates. So, Lil Durk, whose real name is Durk Derek Banks, is still being held in...
And now he goes by like, what's his Muslim name? When you look him up on Pacers, it has his name and then Mustar Akbala, I don't know.
Federal detention in Los Angeles following
let's
his
look
October
and see if anything new while we're here.
Prosecutors claim that Durk orchestrated a murder-for-hire plot back in 2022, sending members of his crew from Chicago to L.A. to target rapper Quando Rondo. That this was a form of retaliation, they say, for the 2020 killing of Durk's close friend, King Von. In the shooting that followed, though, Quando wasn't the one who died. It was actually his cousin, Savia Robinson, who was killed in what prosecutors are calling this ambush-style attack at a gas station. Now, Durk isn't accused of pulling the trigger himself. He is accused of ordering the hit, allegedly funding it and directing it. That is what landed him a stack of federal charges, including conspiracy, firearm offenses, murder for hire resulting in death. His defense has been very aggressive, though. One of the biggest moments in this case came earlier this year when Lil Durk's legal team filed a motion to dismiss the federal indictment entirely, or at the very least, force prosecutors to turn over the grand jury materials that led to the indictment. Remember, grand jury materials are usually secret. But in that filing, Durk's attorneys argued that prosecutors misled the grand jury by presenting false and misleading evidence. Specifically, they mentioned one of Durk's songs, Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy, which they claim was wrongly used to connect him to the 2022 murder for hire plot. The thing is, the argument they make, he had actually written the lyrics that prosecutors were citing months before the killing. The defense wrote in that filing, the only open question is how such patently false information came to be within the grand jury's purview to begin with. One answer is that the prosecutors who prepared and presented the government's evidence
no new
that the
paperwork
evidence
for
was
Dirk.
false. Another is that the prosecutor who presented the evidence
look
did not
at
know it to
Brick
be
while we're
false,
here.
but the witness who conveyed it did. And the third answer is that the evidence was obtained and presented with reckless disregard for patent falsity. And really, the big picture here is that Dirk's team is bringing up a really important argument early on, that rap lyrics shouldn't be used as evidence of violence. This is a common theme we've talked about in a lot of trials, right? Federal prosecutors, they ended up filing a new superseding, amended indictment, deleted the contested lyrics, brought an end to that motion, to that issue. Now we got to talk about what's happening today. All right, I know this is a 180, but I gotta tell you about this new sponsor we have on Sidebar. It is a brand called Wild Grain. This is the first.
Oh, wow. I thought this thing was like 9 minutes. I didn't know this damn thing was 23 minutes. Pretty much telling us a bunch of shit we already know. All right. Well, no update for Brick and Pacers. Let's look up good old Loose Cannon. See if Loose Cannon got anything. No updates on Loose Cannon. This shit was pretty funny. I was gonna wait till got more people in here, but this shit's pretty funny, bro. We need to get Tiny Munchie on the phone. We need to hear more from this guy. Munchie and Tiny Munchie.
That's some Wigglewood families. Give them a throne that easy, bless you. I know they
shake ass, you get a busted lip.
Listen, bro. I know they the ops like a motherfucker, but I don't give a fuck. I'ma say it. Go look at an East Coast hood.
Oh, no,
that shit is like Baskin fucking Robbins. They got a light-skinned bitch with ass, a dark-skinned bitch with ass. They had a Chinese bitch with ass over there whopping that shit. All different flavors of all different types, just whopping shit.
I want baby on baby.
Oh, we got it Citra, and I love her with all my heart. Big old booty.
It's funny to be called Tiny Munchie. I know it's because he's Munchie's little homie or whatever the case may be, but this looked like a big ass dude.
Like, bro, can we get another ass? Like, you know how weird that looks when she shake ass in a lineup? It's her and then like 5 bitches with no ass.
Hey, man, she's the only beginning, man.
And I want how this fool got an Indians hat in prison because they don't allow any sports shit. But like where I was in Donovan, I worked in PIA laundry and we did laundry for what the hell is that called? Salvation Army and like another hospital. So when shit would come through, if we liked anything, we'd always, snag it, throw it to the side. Lighters would come through, we'd find money, we'd find like little poker games. Any like red or blue rag, I'd always slang that shit. Nice blankets. So sports teams, if they got like laundry on the yard or they do something for somebody else, I could see them getting it, but besides that, unless that's custom painted.
All that ass, and then 5 bitches just bent over, showing bitch out there shaking back.
I wonder how much time this guy got. This shit's funny right here when he talks about some dude checking in with him.
None of that shit.
Oh, that shit, you know what 3400 was.
These niggas called me one time talking about, hey, man,
you know what 3400
they like, hey, man, we finna put somebody on the set, right? I'm like, all right, y'all go put somebody on the set. I'm like, all right, this probably like a couple months ago. Like, put blood on the phone.
Yeah, that don't look painted, though.
I'm like, hello, what's happening? He's like, what's up? I said, well, it's a grown man. I'm like, how old are you? He's like, bro, I'm 25.
Oh.
I said, blood, hold on real quick. I get the I FaceTime. Blood is a mechanic. He on break. Blood about to get put on the set and go back to work.
And that was wrong. And that was wrong. Done wrong. And watch him out. Blood, you don't want to be the piss. Kick this nigga in the ass, blood. fuck up out of dark
And they be
park,
wondering
nigga.
why I be tripping, why I be doing all that. Like, bro, this nigga got a voice deep. That nigga said, what's up, blood? Like, what? This nigga sound like my father.
Yeah, I kind of got a point, bro. Top of the morning tech. If you joining a gang after your voice already changed, maybe it's a little too late for you to be joining. You know what I'm saying? It's like a younger thing. I want to look into the hostages and see if we can get some footage, man, because imagine being stuck over there for 2 years, bro. Like this lady right here, it doesn't look like she was even brushing her teeth. I hate commercials. But after that, oh yeah, I think there's a bunch of pictures over here. All right, come on, Realtor.com. Hurry your ass up. I know, Lush, are you on that treadmill? Probably not in here anymore. You stopped in to show some love. I appreciate it.
I'm happier with my body and appearance than I've been for a long time.
The app has been a really helpful.
All right, bro. This Hims place, they must be raking it in because for baldness, ED, they cover everything that when men get old, they start losing. Man, this gotta be emotional for sure, bro. Imagine not seeing your family member for 2 years because they're a hostage. Like, fuck. Stressful, bro. Can't imagine. Man. And these people are all like at a music festival, right? So these are all young people going to party. And then they just rushed in and gaffled them all, right? I wonder if anyone that got away that day had like survivor's remorse.
נכון, זה מאושרת, זה המשפט של הסרט שלך. הכי מאושרת.
שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד.
Oh, this guy looked like he stayed pretty healthy. I wonder, like, were the hostages having correspondence with their family members, or were they just, like, completely shut off? They didn't know if they were alive or dead? I know, how do you say cousin in Hebrew? It doesn't even give me an option to say it. Oh, they don't even say it in Hebrew. That's crazy. Oh, Bindad. That's Lush's Bindad. Man, this guy looks pretty healthy too. Top of the morning, Dante. Yeah, this guy looked pretty healthy. You know, they probably only show us the worst pictures. And it's funny, all these guys were just at like a concert, right? All these people. They were at like an Israeli Coachella. I wonder if they're ever gonna want to go to concerts again. I wonder if the movie writer's already reaching out trying to make a movie about this. Are they watching on like a video? No, PTSD for sure, right? I know. I want to see this one because right here they make them look like they were like POWs. Nah, fucking ads, bro. Get the hell out of here. Families of Israeli hostages released by Hamas as part of the ceasefire agreement found their loved ones had undergone traumatic physical transformations during their more than 2 years in captivity. You know, fucking Flock would have probably came home skinny as fuck. He wouldn't need that sleeve or whatever he got. The horror story torments endured by the 20 remaining living hostages freed Monday were clearly by their changed appearance. How many died? How many didn't make it? Does it say? How many families ripped apart by the terror group? The former captives, despite their smiles, tears, or relief, now that the worst of their nightmare is over, have a long road recovery ahead of them after 738 days of mistreatment and squalid confinement. Damn, bro. Over 2 years, man. That shit is no joke. But here, yeah, let me ask ChatGPT. How many of the hostages... All right, how do I even ask this? Israeli hostages... Hostages captured. Released. And nice way to say it, bro. I guess you just got to say and died in captivity, huh? The ones that didn't make it was very sad and terrible. They were like tortured and starved to death. The sad part is though, this is happening like all around the Middle East. Yeah, bro. We're kind of like shut off in America how shit goes around the world, man. So on October 7th, Hamas attacked a southern Israeli, killed 1,200 people and abducted 251. Over time, dozens of hostages have been released, some bodies recovered, many declared dead, and others are still unaccounted for. As of October 13, 2025, all 20 living Israeli hostages in Gaza who had survived captivity up to then were released under a ceasefire deal. There are also 28 deceased hostages remains expected to be returned as part of that deal. Only a few of those bodies have been delivered so far. Damn, so it's kind of uncounted, but they released some, and I guess they got 28 remains still. Top of the morning, quick. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Dante. I mean, they're going to be pissed off over there. They're just going to keep poking at each other forever. I mean, I don't even know. How do you get over some shit like that? Got to get it back in blood, you know? Got to roll them up in a Swisher. Haunting images of his time in captivity came to symbolize the cruelty of Hamas, which forced the emaciated hostages dig his own grave. Wow, bro. Kind of like that's what they did with the Jewish dudes back in World War II, is they'd have them dig their own graves, man. Shit's crazy, bro. A 5-minute clip released in August showed David, his ribs protruding through his skin of his pale torso. Is this the video?
Welcome to First City.
We got ads, and ads. Yeah, it's like, imagine if we were going at it with like Canada, or we were going at it with Mexico. Shit, it'd be crazy, right? But that's what like helps America is because we got oceans on both sides. And big ass oceans. So this is before the abduction and this is after. I wonder, were they trying to get money out of people? Like what were the negotiations to release hostages? Oh yeah, so this is the guy that was put in the heart. You know, and it's crazy. Since they like had him dig that and post a video and send it, he's probably like the most recognized, famous one out the bunch. Yeah, drones are scary. I'm sure we got something set up for that. We probably got big ass like satellite things just to throw out a big old like electronic wave to shut the drones down so they can't communicate or fry the circuits. I'm sure we got some shit planned for that. And that's what's a trip like. Because have you seen, I think they got guns, like not guns, but a contraption that you can just point at a drone and it'll just fall out the sky. Yeah, those things, the EMPS things.
איפה עליזה? ב-28 לשביעי, שעה 12, אין לי מושג אם יהיה אוכל.
I guess I gotta cut it short. The fucking warehouse
מה יקרה עם זה?
is leaking from the
אני כבר לא
water.
אוכל, לא יודע כמה ימים ברצף. אני נמצא פה במצב מאוד 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 קשה. כבר הרבה מאוד זמן, כבר כמה חודשים. אני לא אוכל, בקושי יש מים. אני אוכל ממש 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 מעט. אתם יכולים לראות כמה אני רזה. זה לא פיקציה, זה אמיתי, אין אוכל. הם נותנים לי מה שהם יכולים. אני לא אוכל, אני מרזה מיום ליום. אני נהיה במצב גרוע יותר, אני נהיה חלש יותר.
Yeah, fucking it rained last night in the back corner of the warehouse where the water goes out. Fucking leaking. I mean, I had to leave by 10:30 anyways. So,
ועוד פעם לא אכלתי כלום.
yeah.
בסדר? זה ליומיים עכשיו. כל הפחית הזאת זה ליומיים כדי שאני לא אמות. מה שאני עושה עכשיו, אני חופר את הקבר. הקבר שמיועד מבחינתי לי.
Yeah, so fucking leaks in the back corner. And if we don't set up the bin with the automatic water pump before it starts raining, and then, you know, just go in the bin and then the automatic pump will just suck it all out. But if we don't set that up before, then it just kind of goes in the corner.
אולי ישכב. ובאמת, כל יום שהולך ועובר, הזמן נגמר.
Yeah, we've already had someone come fix it a couple times. I think it's like the roof, the rocks or whatever, the roof gets dirty and then clogs the drain or something. I kind of had a, yeah, fuck, man. It's always something, bro. In life, it's always something. That's what it is. It's always something. The main thing, we just gotta plan ahead. Wow, it's crazy. So they had him living underground in these little makeshift cells. That's crazy, bro.
יכולים לראות כמה אני רזה.
I want to see what he says in that.
ב-28.7, שעה 12. אין לי מושג אם יהיה אוכל. אין לי שמץ של מושג מה יקרה עם זה. אני כבר לא אוכל, לא יודע כמה ימים ברצף. אני נמצא פה במצב מאוד 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 קשה.
No, I seen he did one the other day. I didn't really get a chance to...
אני לא אוכל, בקושי יש מים.
I'll have to watch it on my way in right now and then take some timestamps.
ממש 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 מעט. אתם יכולים לראות כמה אני רזה. זה לא פיקציה. זה אמיתי. אין אוכל.
But I put in the description, I got my email right there. If you guys ever any topics or whatever you want to make sure we cover, send them to me in the email. And I could even set up
ואין כלום.
Fuck, I keep forgetting to watch what he's saying.
אין אוכל.
There's no food.
הם נותנים לי מה שהם
Well, I gotta
יכולים.
burn rubber right now, but just, you know, throughout the day or whenever. And then I could send you back the thing. I mean, if you guys are down, I could send you back. We could start a doc, all of us together.
עדשים, עוד פעם לא אכלתי כלום. ואז עוד פעם לא אכלתי כלום, ועוד פעם לא אכלתי כלום.
I mean, but even to be straight up, if he swallowed the beans, it's not gonna make you fucking tap out right there a couple minutes later. And Juice had a habit, a pretty gnarly habit, that his body probably would have rejected him. Now, he was mixed and lean with that shit because it was his birthday. And I mean, that story's already out there. Someone got him a few pints of lean that week. And he was hiding it from fucking whatever the broad's name is and drinking it and the beans. But, yeah, I mean, he had such a habit that most of the time like that, your body will reject him, bro. Like, I ain't even trying to, you know, bro, I've ate a lot of beans in my time. And, bro, you can get up to like 80, 90, 100. Not the Perkies, those probably like 30, 40. But Norcos, bro, people get up to 100 a day. If you got the bread and you got the hustle and you're able to get them, your body could take in a lot of those. You start smelling like aspirin. I think part of it kind of bad health, because you see how he got like big that last year. Health not good, and then just partying and probably stress. And I don't know if he had any history of history of seizures in his past. If he could have had a history of seizures, that could maybe be there. But I think just all the way he was living, and obviously Jay wasn't like a gangster and wasn't with the shits, and that was probably the first time he ever came in contact with the police like that. Well, actually, he got caught flying with something in New York, but I think Pete stepped in and took care of that, and he had to go to like New York and like talk to some school or whatever. But yeah, he never really been through shit, so I think when all that cracked off, I think he might have just kind of like freaked out, and then unhealthy and everything else just might have been too damn much. I'm sure his mom probably would have did an autopsy though. Was that shit ever like public? Because it should say right there. I mean, it was probably from the seizure, but what contributed to him having that seizure? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, I gotta tap out. I gotta get off there because Josh I don't know if he watches it or he sees it popped up, but he's probably like seeing me right here still talking when I should be on my way. So, yeah, I appreciate you all. My bad for hopping on and hopping off. But yeah, tomorrow I'll try to run it back for y'all. You know, because pretty much it's like I'm a creature of habit. So once I start doing something all the time, I just, I don't feel right if I don't do it. So right now I got to the point where I'm used to streaming every morning. So I feel like I got to do it. Yeah, I'm kind of the slight handyman. I mean, all of us, me, Mikey, Steve, we all got to burn rubber and get in there to go help. So not just me, but I definitely kind of the handyman because I'm older. I've been around. I got a bunch of tools, done a bunch of shit. You know, but yeah, it's all of us. It's all men on deck. So yeah, I'm out of here. I appreciate you, Dante, Quick, Tech, Lush. I think I got y'all. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, fuck, man. I feel bad. I'm trying to like stretch it out, but I just gotta go, man. I just gotta go. All right, I'm out of here. Later.